Okay, this lesson is 9-5, volume of pyramids. So a volume of a pyramid is the figure of a pyramid is 1/3 the product of the area of the base and the height of that pyramid. It's 1/3 because in a three-dimensional figure it's no longer half, it's actually 4 times that half, so it ends up coming out to being, if you multiply those fractions out, to 1/3. So the formula is 1/3 base times height. Now, where the B is the area of your base. Now, I prefer to use this formula so that you're not dealing with the third of a fraction in a fraction. Volume equals the B, which is the area of your base, times the height of the pyramid divided by 3. Again, where that B is, capital B, is the area of the base, and that H is the height of the pyramid, the perpendicular height. So it's what's inside from the very point down to the base, okay? And that's the formula for solving this. So it really is quite simple. It's very similar to prisms, except that in this instance, you are going to have to make sure that you divide it by 3, okay? All right. So if you look at this first example, we're going to find the volume of this pyramid, and this is, I think it's a hexagonal pyramid. And they have given you the base at 48 centimeters. So you're going to start by writing down your formula. Volume equals capital B, base, times height divided by 3. And then you're going to write down the area, the area of your base, which in this case they tell you is 48. And then you're going to multiply that times the height, which is 9. You can see that perpendicular height is in the middle from the point all the way down to the base. And then you're going to divide that by 3. So 48 times 9 is 432. Divide that by 3, and you get 144 millimeters cubed. Okay? Now, if you look at number 2, the example 2, we're going to do B. B is a triangular pyramid. So again, you're going to start with your formula. Volume equals capital B, area of the base, times height, divided by 3. So that's going to mean that we have to calculate now the area of our base. So the area of our base is a triangle, so it's base times height divided by 2. So that is 17.5 times 6 divided by 2, which means that your area of the base is 52.5. Okay, so now you're going to put in that 52.5 for your capital letter B, and you're going to multiply that times your height of your pyramid, which is 10, and then you'll divide that by 3. So that comes out to 525 divided by 3, which is then 175 meters cubed. Okay? Okay, so I'd like you to do 2 and 3 on your own. Pause your computer, do 2 and 3 on your own, and then come back. Okay? Okay, number 2. Number 2 is volume equals, again, the formula for volume of a pyramid. Volume equals the area of the base times the height divided by 3. Well, our base on number 2 is a square or a rectangle, actually a rectangle. So you have to find that area. So you take 10 times 8 because the volume or area of a rectangle is base times height. And that gives you 80. So now our capital B is 80 times 7, which is the height of our pyramid, and then divided by 3. So 80 times 7 is 560. Divide that by 3, and you get 186.67, or it's actually 66666, a repeating 6. I prefer to write that as a fraction, 186 and 2/3, because that's the most accurate way to write that repeating decimal, 2/3. And you end up with inches cubed. Okay? If you got those right, you can move on. If not, we're not done yet. I'm sorry. We have to do number 3 yet. Okay, the formula for number 3 is a triangular pyramid. So its volume equals the area of the base times the height divided by 3. Now our area of our base is a triangle. So we have to take 7 times 18, our height times our base of our triangle, and divide that by 2. And that is 126 divided by 2, which means our area of our base is 63. So you're going to put in 63 for the capital letter B. You're going to multiply that times 11, the height of our base, or of our pyramid, height of our pyramid, and divide that by 3. So 63 times 11 is 693. You divide that by 3, and you end up with 231 inches cubed. Now, if you got those right, you can move on. If not, you really need to go back and rewatch the video, okay? The real life application is really just calculating volume of two in comparison. That's all you're doing, and then telling which one has more or has less per cost. So like in this case, they took bottle A is 4 cubic inches, bottle B is 6 cubic inches, and then you have your price. So you would calculate a unit cost. So $9.96 divided by 4 and $14.40 divided by 6, and that's going to give you a unit cost of $2.49 per 1 cubic inch and $2.40 per 1 cubic inch, which means bottle B is cheaper. So it's just taking your volume if you're not given your volume. The thing is, in real life, almost all of the time they give you your measures of volume, so you would just calculate your unit cost. But it's taking what we did back in ratios and proportions and applying it to geometry. Okay, so what I would like you to do then for practice problems is I would like you to do number 5 and number 7 on page 386. Number 5 and number 7 on page 386. Okay?